On your next trip to Las Vegas, you'll have your pick of shows. You have Blue Man Group, Donnie and Marie, and then there's this, Duck Commander Musical. It's coming to the stage, making its world premiere this month. And Willie and Korie Robertson are in Las Vegas. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fantastic. This concept sounds fun. How did this whole thing come about?
Well, after Duck Dynasty came out, you know, Willie and I wrote a book called The Duck Commander Family, and the tagline was How Faith, Family, and Ducks Built a Dynasty. And our theater agent out of New York just read the book and read actually the manuscript before it even came out, and sat us down and said, I think you have a musical in your story. And after we got over the shock a little bit and Willie realized that he was not actually going to be the one actually playing the part, that took a minute.
I didn't know.
Once we realized all that there were going to be actors playing us and how it was going to go, we said, well, let's go for it. You know, we've done TV, we've written books, we've got a CD, music CD, so why not a musical?
Yeah, before we talk about the concept here, Willie, did you think for a second that you may have to get up there on stage and sing and dance and entertain the Las Vegas crowd?
Well, I mean, when I first heard about it, I did. I thought, wow, how are we going to do this? You know, and I thought it was maybe a one-time thing. I wasn't sure quite what we were talking about, and then they assured me that no, there was professional actors playing us, and I wasn't the only one. There was other family members that thought the same thing initially, and because I was like, well, we are really busy right now. I don't know if we can pull that off, but I was ready. I was ready.
I'm sure you were ready. It's funny looking at some of the characters there. They kind of look like you. What's it like to see actors play out your lives on stage?
It's so strange and surreal, and we've had fun with it. It's fun to see them try to take on our mannerisms and to see the whole process of becoming Willie with the beard and all that. They have professional wig makers that are making the beards, and he actually has 3 looks in the musical. He goes from the clean-shaven Willie that I fell in love with and married, and to the man he is today with the big beard.
You've got some different looks too. There's the curly-haired, short curly-haired Korie, and then she ends up magically blonde somehow. So yeah, we all gotta make transformations during the musical.
Yeah, Korie, I gotta ask you, because I've been thinking about growing a little beard out. You know, how have you adapted to it? Because my wife is telling me don't do it. Now, were you hesitant at first when he grew the beard out?
At first, it is a little weird. It's hard to kind of know where to kiss, you know, when the hair grows all over the face. Yeah. But I've gotten used to it, and I love it. So I'd say just go for it. Your wife will love it in the end.
Figure out how to make money with the beard, and she'll be happy.
Right. As long as you're making money with it, it's all good. So what's something the audience may be surprised to learn about the Robertsons as they watch this musical?
Well, I think what it does is it gives you a whole different look than just Duck Dynasty. Duck Dynasty picked up a few years back where we were, you know, after we had already, the Duck Call's here and we'd already been somewhat successful. The musical goes all the way back. I mean, it goes back to Phil having the idea. It goes to us dating, getting married, controversy. We deal with that in there, and then not really all the way up to the musical itself. So all that's covered, and you're almost kind of like in the walls of our houses, and you're listening to these conversations, you know, that we're having, and because it was stressful. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's very raw and authentic. I mean, we don't hold anything back, and shows our, you know, weaknesses and struggles, and then it also shows, you know, the good times. And so I think that's what you'll see from this musical, and it'll be different. I think the fans of Duck Dynasty are going to like that because they're going to want to know more. But even if you didn't even know who we were, the story is incredible. It's rags to riches. It's Americana. You know, it's about redemption and faith. And so all this, you know, comes to life, and it's a great story.
Yeah, they're telling me we got to wrap this up real quick. Duck Commander Musical, when's it going to open? How long is it going to run?
It opens tonight, and I think we're selling tickets through June right now, and you can go to duckcommandermusical.com to get tickets at the Rio in Las Vegas.
Fantastic. Willie and Korie, thanks for your time this morning. Much success to the new musical.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Mary, over to you.